Hello friends, welcome to the second video of Flame Mentors. I'm your host Ragesh Raj. Today in the second exciting video, I'm here to talk about a very important topic. Comparison is the thief of joy. In fact, it is also a quote. So let's go to the video. Sir Roosevelt, the 26th President of America, once quoted, "Comparison is a thief of joy." We do often experience it, right? We live in a society where we are compared to anything that is best. Either we have to stay best or we'll be compared to anything that is best. So does comparison actually kill your joy? The answer is yes, sometimes it does and sometimes it does not. I'll explain my point with the help of two cases. Firstly, let me take you to the story of two of my friends, Vikram and Rahul, who happened to be my classmates. Vikram was the toppest in the class. He excelled in every exams that he wrote. He was very famous among his classmates as well as teachers, and teachers, as you can probably guess, had a very good opinion about him. He was the head of various committees in the school and he was a person with exceptional brilliance. Rahul, on the other side, was an average student. He was a person who always struggled for pass marks in his exams. Rahul was not at all popular among his teachers, but he was very popular among his friends as the mighty backbencher. And surprisingly, both were neighbors. I hope we remember the parents-teachers meeting that we had after every exam in order to evaluate our performance and recommend new measures. And as you can probably guess, both of their parents showed up together for the meeting. Vikram excelled in every exams that he wrote, while Rahul struggled hard for his pass mark and he was way below than Vikram when compared to marks. So the real problem in Rahul's life started there, when his parents and teachers and even the society started to compare him with Vikram. It started to hurt him, and later it turned out to be an inferiority complex, and later it turned out to be an enmity. Rahul always believed that Vikram is very lucky and I can never be like him. Slowly a cold war started to rise in his mind. Years later, Vikram completed his studies from a very reputed college and got placed in an MNC with a very good salary, while Rahul struggled hard to get admission in a very good college, and he even struggled for his pass mark and got placed in a company with a low salary, and he struggled hard to pay his bills. Vikram was always in touch with Rahul, but Rahul always misses the warmth when they meet together because of the enmity and the inferiority complex that he had in his mind. So there, the comparison that was initiated by his friends, family members, relatives started to kill his joy, and the success of his friend added more misery to his life. So let me take you to another case. Akshay was a vlogger. He always wanted to become a very good vlogger with his creativity and skills in video making. He started to upload his videos on YouTube one by one. He started to explore the top video makers on the same platform, and he started to compare his videos with their standards. Akshay found that there are a lot of flaws in his videos. He studied from the top video makers, evaluated their standard, learned their making, and tried to implement their methods in his video. And thus, the measures he took started to improve his videos. He started to get more views, likes, comments, and discussion that took his career a way forward. So what my point is, comparison is not a new thing. It happens in an organization level, it happens in an individual level, and it happens in the global level itself. And the question is, how do we deal with it? So I've come up with 3 suggestions which I found it is very interesting. Number 1, see what you are trying to achieve when you're comparing, and make sure those comparisons are only for your learning. Just in the second case which I was talking about, Akshay was a vlogger. He always compared his standard with the top video makers in his platform, and those comparisons helped to improve himself and become the best in his platform. He had a vision in his mind. Discovering the motivation and gaining from successful people is very insightful. You don't have to go very far for the motivation aspect. All you need to do is learn from the people around you, evaluate and study their methods, and try to improve yourself. Number 2, try taking comparisons in a very positive sense, and if you think they are bothering you, destroying your mental peace, try to avoid them. When you compare yourself to anybody by your friends, family members, relatives, I am sure relatives will definitely compare you. Make sure you take them in a very positive sense and pledge yourself you will change their opinion one day. All you need to understand is the people who gossip are fickle-minded people. When something good happens, they take it with a very heavy heart, and when something bad happens, they speak about it with great joy. So you don't have to consider their words. If you're feeling like they are hurting you, try to move away from them. All it matters is to proving yourself that you are the best, and all it matters is to believe in yourself. Number 3, which I was saying, is believe in yourself. Try not to compare yourself with anybody, and if you're comparing, make sure it is for your self-improvement only. When I was talking about the first story, Vikram never compared himself with anybody. In fact, he didn't know the enmity that Rahul had in his mind. He always focused on himself. He studied, he learned from a proven mentor and tried to become the best in his platform. But at the same time, Rahul used his energy to compare himself with Vikram. He used his energy to demotivate himself by comparing himself to Vikram. So that's where it made his life a living hell. So I feel if Rahul has used his energy in order to become the best version of himself, and he would have become successful. So the goal is to improve yourself daily. You don't have to compare yourself with anybody. Use your energy to become the best version of yourself. Never compare yourself with anybody, and if you are doing so, make sure it is for your good only. All it matters is to become the best version than what you are yesterday. Keep walking, never compare yourself with anybody, and believe in yourself. Success will definitely come to you. Until we come up with another topic, it is bye bye then.